Well, after a historic postseason run, the Bengals find themselves as losers of Super Bowl 56, and Joe Burrow took to Twitter afterwards to say this: "Sorry we couldn't get it done. Proud of our team and our fans. Love these guys." And now we welcome in our resident Bengals fan from LA, post-Super Bowl. That would be my husband, Jordan Cornette. Hi, babe. Happy Valentine's Day. Before we get into all of that, you were at the game yesterday. I actually haven't talked to you much this morning after the loss yesterday. How you feeling?
Tired. Woke up. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, babe. I miss you. Can't wait to see you later this evening. Fitzy, same to you, honey pie.
I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, it's fair.
Very tired here on the West Coast, but waking up, I got to be honest, it's a little bit, I don't want to say emotional. I didn't play on the team. I didn't lose the game. But there's oh man, that really did happen. For a lot of reasons. Like, that really happened. The coolest sporting event I've ever been to. The halftime show rocked. I don't know how it appeared through the television screen, but to be there for it was incredible. And I remember, I think I even tweeted, like, Joe Burrow's come out in the second half still. I've still got more of this to watch. You didn't want the season to end because of what it was, and it's just sad that Cincinnati wakes up today still reaching for and hoping for down the road that first Super Bowl win. And we were so close, 90 seconds away, maybe 20-something yards away, one less pressure away from Joe Burrow and getting the Super Bowl done.
So let's look at the positive, Jordan. What was your favorite moment that you'll carry with you from this game?
Wow, Fitzy, there's so many. I mean, the vibe, like, coming in here, Cincinnati took over L.A., and we all know what the vibe is in L.A. There's not a ton of diehard Rams fans roaming around. There's a lot of diehard Cincinnati fans. It's part of the identity. So connecting with so many Cincinnatians out here, being like, hey, man, can you believe we're here? This is crazy. That was so much fun. Walking into SoFi Stadium, it's an electric atmosphere, coolest stadium I've ever been to. A lot of hyperbole here, I get it, but it's true. The halftime show rocked. Being at the Super Bowl, bucket list, everything about it. LA put on a great weekend here. I'm ready to go home, but this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun.
He's saying the right things. He's ready to go home.
Yeah.
All right, your biggest takeaway now from this Bengals team. You and I talked immediately after the game, obviously, because I called him to say, I'm sorry about the loss, but what an amazing run. Like, you should feel so proud of this team. And your first reaction, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what you told me was immediate thing you need to do is go fix that O-line.
Yeah, it's not fair to Joe Burrow. And I'm not going to be one sitting here and acting like Joe's ever going to leave. He loves where he is. We obviously love where he is. But this front office owes it to a generational talent to protect him. He's already had that leg, that ACL once. He was limping towards the end of that game. I wonder how much pain he's actually in today, because I think he played through a lot. You heard all his teammates call him a warrior in postgame. He deserves better from an offensive line security protection standpoint. You can't be sacked in 2 postseason games by a combined 17 times. I don't know if they credit that as a sack at the end on the 4th and 1, or he got rid of the football. I'm going to call it a sack. So 17 sacks in 2 of your postseason games. You don't deserve to be a Super Bowl champ if you can give up that many sacks. So people want to point to Logan Wilson didn't hold refs through this game. That's how the Rams won. No, you can't be sacked 8 times and win a Super Bowl. So that needs to be proven that this front office is going to go out and do what they need to give Joe a clean pocket to just terrorize this league next year.
Yeah, you mentioned the refs, and it's a reminder, like, Twitter was the worst. At first it was refs don't want the Rams to win when they missed the face mask on the long touchdown for T. Higgins. And then it was, well, the refs don't want Cincy to win. Let's just admit that there were a couple regrettable calls. So today, we always hear Joe Burrow's already said, hey, we're a young team. We're going to learn from this. As a fan, what's your level of confidence that this is still the beginning of a long run for the Bengals?
Fitzy, it has to be that, right? I'm a fan. So naturally, I'm going to glean glass half full. I'm always going to be optimistic. I'll tell you, a lot of guys become free agents and played big parts in this Bengals team being here at this point. What happens with them? It's a Bengals front office that doesn't have the history or the track record of building sustainable success. That's why Carson Palmer's popped up everywhere and saying Joe Burrow needs to really think about his future. I get all that stuff. I don't love that a former Bengal and Carson Palmer was saying it in the moment he said it. But it's real that this front office needs to do the right things to keep this thing there. That being said, I've mentioned this to my beautiful wife Shay a million times. God, my voice is cracking. My voice is gone. I was yelling the entire game. But I think about 2016 and the Chicago Cubs and that team when they won that World Series. Everyone's like, this is just the start of it. We're going to win 2, 3, 4 World Series with Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant in the group. They're all in different uniforms. They're in the middle of a rebuild. That was the only title that 2016 group ever saw. So to get there, that's what hurts so much, Fitzy, because when you get there, you want to grab it. You beat Patrick Mahomes to get there. You want to get that title. You want to get that monkey off your back. I hope we'll be back. I know there's no guarantee. It's going to be a stiff climb with Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes standing in the way.
Yeah, and the entire AFC. I mean, we've talked about it on this show multiple times between the three of us, how difficult it is, especially in the AFC. All right, babe, thank you so much. We'll catch up with you in a little bit because we do have some love to give out because it is Valentine's Day. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.